I am Barbara Barrigan-Parrilla, Executive Director with Restore the Delta. We will not shut up.
During the media conference, one man asked, well, why are they protesting it? Can you give the answer, please?
It isn't that we're just protesting the river barrier, the false river barrier. The problem is that the Department of Water Resources mismanaged the system early on in the drought. They didn't hold on to enough water to allow flows to keep the system healthy and to manage the estuary as a whole. So what we have happening right now is the installation of this they call drought barrier. We think it's really to protect water exports during the drought. And the sad part is that it's going to have a negative impact on Bethel Island, on Bradford Island, on communities at this end of the Delta. There will be some benefits for fisheries. There will be some negative consequences for fisheries. There will be some benefit for the south portion of the Delta. What we resent is that the system has to be tinkered with island by island because they do not manage the estuary properly as a whole with adequate freshwater flows. Second, the reason why we're out here today is the pounding and the shaking of the levee and the excavation of the levee. If the levees are so fragile as they claim, then why aren't things crumbling out here as they shake that levee during the construction of this project? That's because levees are in better shape than they have been historically in the Delta. There's been 30 years of good levee work done. However, that's not to say that they are perfect. We do believe there are upgrades that are needed. It makes much more sense when you look at the infrastructure out here in the Delta, the gas lines, the utilities, electricity, water pipelines, railroads, highways. It makes much more sense to upgrade those levees and protect that and the water supply for California. The tunnels won't solve that problem. If the tunnels are built, we will still have millions of people in harm's way without adequate levee protection. And one of the disturbing elements about the levee project is, about the Delta Tunnels project, one of the disturbing elements is that they are not planning for what the impacts would be of 10 years of construction, of rolling trucks down these levee roads, of constantly shaking levees, doing the excavation work. There is no plan for that. There's no flood protection component for construction of the Delta tunnels. Governor Brown is picking winners and losers in California. He's picked the project to favor large agribusiness growers on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. He is not concerned about protecting Delta communities, fisheries, or the estuary.